Good afternoon, everybody. Wonderful to be here. I'm normally at health conferences talking in sort of deep clinical life science speak, so it's fantastic to be here to experience a creative audience. So first of all, to start off, who thinks stress, so the question is stress good or bad? So hands up if you think stress is good. There are a few hands there. Hands up if you think it's bad. That's interesting, because most of you in the room think that stress is bad. I actually think stress gets a bit of a bad rap. Stress is actually a human superpower. It allows us to perform, it allows us to be creative, it allows us to problem solve. We actually all need and thrive off stress, but the problem is that our brains haven't really had an upgrade for 10,000 years, and what that means is our stress response was designed to come on once, twice a day maybe, in order to hunt down food, run away from something that was going to kill you. And then, importantly, you always had time to recover. And what's happened now is that, of course, we don't get that recovery time, and our stress response gets kicked in too often. So the problem that I'm interested in solving is how do we actually get more headroom to stress? How do we use it in a way that's really powerful, but also how do we make sure we get that recovery quickly? Because the challenge of too much stress means that your brain actually changes. The amygdala, that little bit of your brain that processes stress, is actually physically gets bigger, and it affects how different brain networks are performing. So that's the problem I decided I wanted to solve, and the reason I thought it was interesting to solve that. Oh, this is actually not my slide deck, by the way. This is for tomorrow, I think, but I'm going to have to use it anyway. Oh no. This is my co-founder's deck, and he's speaking to this tomorrow, but I'm going to just see what he's put in it. That is a lot more technical than I was going to go today, I have to say, about brain networks. I'm just going to see if actually he's put some. No, he's put on a lot. You can tell he's the real scientist in the team, can't you? He's got. Oh well, I'm going to go with this slide. The problem that I wanted to solve then was how do you decode your stress, because your brain and your nervous system is unique to you. And so what we've built is a device called SONA that sits on your ear. It's super easy, comfortable to wear. I'm upstairs in the campus room all today. Tony, my co-founder, will be here tomorrow if you want the deep science. And what we're doing is we're taking real-time physiology and then stimulating this nerve called the vagus nerve. It's the longest nerve in your body. It's the wandering nerve. And its main route is to actually take a lot of information about what's happening in the body and communicate it back to the brain. But it also forms most of your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part of your nervous system that calms you down, or activates system for calm, if you want to be accurate. So we've built SONA in order to improve your nervous system balance and improve how you deal with stress in the brain. And the interesting bit that you can see in the bottom right of this screen is actually pairing it then with different immersive experiences. So we've started with some immersive audio, but also, and tomorrow we'll have a demo of actually pairing it with some virtual reality. And the reason we want to do that is a bit of neuroscience. When you're activating this beautiful nerve called the vagus nerve, you're actually not only de-stressing, you're opening the brain up to learning new things. So I think this is a fascinating area for us to explore, because it's a bit of uncharted territory about, well, if you want the brain to relearn new things, either fix things, but actually from a creative experience, could you speed up the rate of learning, as an example? And clinically, that's being done at the moment, looking at how you can improve the rehabilitation for people who've suffered a stroke. So there's actually a massive study throughout the UK at the moment pairing vagus nerve stimulation with physiotherapy to see if you can speed up the rate in which you can relearn motor skills if you've lost that as a result of suffering from a stroke. So I think this is an exciting chapter ahead of us about how we use really simple, non-invasive ways that are cheap, safe, effective in order to de-stress, but also to see if we can improve the rate at which the brain learns and has creative experiences. So that's it from me with my weird slide deck. I'm just going to tease you with his final slide if you wanted a little bit more and thank you for the chance to come and share this today.